Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my performance review of this green monsters. So let's go. Guys, on hand, this is the Engine A from Reebok, and this is the new colorway that came out. I didn't get the silver one. That I'm actually happy that I got this green because of my school colors, LaSalle and of course St. Jude too. Both are green in terms of the theme of the uniform. So I was happy to get this green and black colorway. And let's talk about first the materials that are used in this sneaker. The Engine A, I'm just happy that Reebok is finally going to the right direction. Although there's a lot of things that you have to improve first, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But what I love is that they are now focusing in terms of performance rather than just lifestyle wear, because there's a lot of promise. I know Reebok has a lot of heritage, but I like it when the brand mixes heritage with performance, so you could actually use them in sports. Reebok is known for a sport or a performance brand since way back then, so I'm glad that they're now putting their energy towards performance. So let's talk about the upper of the Engine A, which features multi-material upper, which has a lot of it synthetic. This whole green part that goes all around the sneaker is synthetic or plastic. So of course on the lateral part, it will be a great help because it will catch your feet when you're doing lateral moves. And another thing that will help that in your lateral support is this foam that goes really high up. And when I was doing lateral moves and was testing out if my foot will slip out of the shoe, and it really holds up quite nicely. I would say support wise, it's pretty good. I like the support on the Engine A. It's a very sturdy sneaker, or a very rigid sneaker, that you won't have any problems in terms of support from the forefoot, and even on the durability of the material in the forefoot. It's all made out of that synthetic piece material, and don't worry, it's not too hard when you're pressing it down. You won't hear that clunking sound. See, so it didn't need that much break-in time. And of course on the mesh part, it's your typical mesh upper, so it gives extra thinness, or gives you more ventilation, because on the tongue part it didn't have any perforations. The tongue is pretty padded, and you could see there's some ruffles or like foamy part of the tongue, so it gives that comfort feel around the tongue, but there's not much ventilation there. The tongue is ultra comfortable, so mainly the ventilation will be coming out of the lateral part. Yeah, some air are passing through here. So on the medial part, there's a bit more synthetic. I wish that they would open this up more on the middle side, because you won't need that much plastic on the middle part of the sneaker, because not much support needed in that part of the sneaker. And around the ankle collar, it's pretty well padded. I would say heel containment lockdown, it's good but not excellent. It can improve a little bit more. Maybe a thicker foam around the heel would do the help, or change up the materials around the heel. But the opening is really big, so that's why you need a bit more padding there to give you that heel containment lockdown. But I didn't have any heel slippage issue, but it's not the really cupping feel that you would like in a basketball sneaker. But for all of you who have thick ankles, chunky ankles, this will be good for you. Or if you're wearing an ankle brace, this is an ideal sneaker to have because of how big the opening is around this area. So heel cup, there's an internal plastic piece inside, and the foam also goes up here for extra heel containment lockdown. The insole is quite nice. It's pretty thick, so the step-in comfort is quite nice. But I wish that they wouldn't use that traditional strobo lining because right below it is the foam. You can see a green part there peeking, but that's the only part you would feel that the foam is more plush in that area. So I would say in terms of cushion, this is what they're calling the ERS system, or the energy return system. It's written there on the heel, but this is actually an inspiration, if I'm not mistaken, from their old cushion. It's like the gel-like cushion from Reebok. The foam here, I would say it's like more of an EVA, like a Cushlon 1 type, and the feeling of it is more on the impact protection, more on the plush side. Bounciness, it could improve a bit more in terms of bounciness. As you can see here, there's a window here in the forefoot and on the heel too, so impact protection in these is good. I would say a big player would surely love this sneaker because it's geared towards more on impact protection from the forefoot and heel. But bounciness, there's a slight bounce, but I wish there was a bit more. Even after playing with them with quite some time, you would just really feel impact protection. And the thickness of the foam, I would say it's pretty standard. It's not too high off the ground, it's not too low. Pretty nice slab. The slab of foam is pretty nice, so you won't feel any discomfort or even imbalance because of how nicely the thickness of the foam is on the Engine A. Let's talk about the lateral part. It's pretty wide in the forefoot, so that's one of the strengths of the Engine A. It's very well balanced. I would say if you like balance a lot, you would surely love this. It's pretty wide in the forefoot and heel, and it's pretty flat. Heel to toe transition, I would say it's average, so you won't have any clunkiness on when you're running up and down the floor with the Engine A. Now moving on to the traction of this one, it has the green and black part of it. It's the same rubber compound, I would say, and on a clean court, it was really performing nicely, but the only problem is on a dusty floor. When I tested it out on a second day, I think, yeah, there was a lot of dust in the court. At first, it was gripping quite nicely, but as the dust gathered a bit more, there's no dangerous slipping, but you would feel that the tackiness is lessened because of the dust, so you really need to wipe it. Because I think the rubber compound, although it's pliable, but it's on the thicker side, so usually thicker patterns of traction is usually not that good on dust, but this pretty decent on dust. There's no, like I've said, no slipping dangerously on the traction, but you would feel like you need to wipe it every so often on a dusty floor. But on a clean court, it's no problem at all. And outdoor use of the traction, I would say, is good. You can use this outdoor because of the rubber is pretty thick and durable, the forefoot and heel, and plus the plush ride on the cushion is also very outdoor friendly. As for the sizing of the Engine A, go true to your size, and this is a US 11, fits me well. I'm a regular footer, and if you're a wide footer, I would suggest go half a size up. Now for a US 11, let's weigh it in for the weight. I would say it's pretty average. Yeah, pretty average for the US 11, 450. Usually if it's heavy, it's gonna be 480. And on the lighter side, of course, 400. So 450 for the US 11 of the Engine A. And when you're wearing it, you won't mind the weight that much because of how nice it fits around your foot. Just get the right size. So that's it on my performance review of the Engine A in this green colorway. Let me know what you think about the Engine A. I actually like the aesthetics of it. Very modern, very futuristic, And like I've said from the start, that Reebok is kudos to Reebok for going to the right path, right direction, more performance-driven shoes in the future. Hopefully, Reebok, you're watching this. So that's it on my performance review. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.